This Land Rover Range Rover Evoque is an SUV positioned right at the premium end of the compact 4x4 market. From the driver's seat, this car exudes calm confidence. The formula for the baby Range Rover is obvious. Make an affordable car that has all the desirability of a Range Rover, with a beautiful interior and the styling turned right up. A car's styling often merits no more than just a few cursory mentions in a car review, but this Range Rover Evoque demands an exception. You simply can't deny that the Evoque has attention-grabbing looks and some fine detailing. The Evoque was born out of a desire to make Land Rover appeal to a more youthful audience, or perhaps to style-conscious older buyers. Well, to my eyes, the Evoque is a brilliantly successful interpretation of how relevant, approachable and striking a contemporary 4x4 can actually look. I mean, have you ever seen an SUV with slimmer side windows, slimmer rear windows, such a striking waistline, or such an overall stylish presence about it? Well, neither have I. Inside, the Evoque brings quality and sparkle to the Range Rover range. The sports car rake of the windscreen contrasts with the opposing slant of the uncluttered centre console, where there rests the rotary gear dial, which is surrounded by neatly designed, well-organised controls. Perceived quality is broadly very commendable. You will find no better plastics, leathers or textures anywhere else at this price. Here in the Prestige variant, leather with nice contrast stitching covers the surfaces, and in the case of the seats, it's an especially soft leather. This cabin is a very nice place to be. Features in this car include digital dual view TV, which is really clever, all-round cameras, a self-parking system, keyless entry, the list just goes on. The superb panoramic roof is a must, otherwise the cabin can feel a little bit claustrophobic in the back. A widely adjustable steering wheel together with memory seats mean most will be able to find a comfortable driving position. And here in this baby Range Rover you get that high seating position, that high up view out, which is a really great way to drive. The rear cabin is respectable for adults, but the 3-door variant, which strangely costs more than the 5-door, does put headroom at a much greater premium. With a high floor and a low roof and a kind of stubby rear overhang, you'd expect the boot to be small, but it's actually fairly respectable at 550 litres. Put the rear seats forward and you create a fairly large and substantial 1350 litres of volume. As a part of a drive for greater efficiency, this car is predominantly constructed from aluminium with plastics used around the body. The 2.2 litre diesel is the same as you'll find in the Freelander and in a raft of Ford, Peugeot and Citroën models. Here in this form it's 187 brake horsepower, 4-wheel drive ST4, and performance is good. It's quite accelerative and it makes for pretty quick getaways. Press the starter button and the diesel fires up, and the chances are you'll be pleasantly surprised by the relative absence of diesel clatter at idle. While this is not as serene as, say, a full-blown Range Rover, the ambience in this cabin while on the move is smooth, quiet, and I have to say fairly luxurious. The Evoque features Land Rover's terrain response system, which affects not only how the hardware and stability software reacts to different road surfaces, but also how much accelerator movement you need to make progress. It's effective and it's clever. Smooth progress is easy to make with the box shifting intelligently. It returns its best economy in the smooth operating drive position, but select sport and things sharpen up and speed up quite considerably. It becomes fairly sporty once set into sport mode, as you would expect. There are shift paddles on the steering wheel if you want to make the gear changing decisions for yourself. I have to confess I haven't tried the off-road driving, but I have flipped through the various settings for special driving modes. Just knowing that these features are available and hearing other people's positive comments about its off-road capability gives me confidence. I might one day soon venture into maybe a field, who knows. But back to the road, and the steering is remarkably quick. Grip is better than expected and the handling is superb. It's almost in hot hatchback territory. This car makes quick progress. Rivals like the Audi Q5, BMW's X3, Volkswagen's Tiguan simply aren't as appealing to my eyes. They lack the same sense of occasion that the Evoque imparts. But, especially at this price, the Evoque has had to prove it is more than just a style statement, more than just another compact SUV. It has had to become a standout choice in its class. And well, I believe this Range Rover Evoque has just done exactly that. Range Rover Evoque, superb.
Still the same city I've been used to, and all the reckless things that we do keep us young. They're good signs, they're good signs. Take a little more if you need it. Voices of the night won't mislead.